So let's talk about what is your brand. And again, I'm going to repeat this because it's super important, but your brand is not Beachbody. You should be the face of your business. When people look at your page and look at your website, the most important thing is that they get a glimpse into who you really are and what you're all about. Because Beachbody, I mean, there's so many coaches out there representing Beachbody as a company that, they can get Beachbody anywhere, but they can only get you from you. And that is really, really, really vital to your success. You will have people that you will attract that I can't attract because, let's just face it, not everybody likes me. But everyone has certain things about their personality that attract others that are like-minded individuals. And when you're growing your team, having like-minded people on your team is really, really great because, you think alike and you have the same values and the same morals, and you just get along well because you think the same way. So presenting yourself is really important when it comes to Beachbody coaching. Now you might be thinking, oh, that's great, like I want to present myself, but how do I find my brand or how do I find my niche? So I want to ask you a few questions as we go through this webinar, and I'd like you to take a pen and piece of paper out so that you can take notes and you can think about this, give it some thought later when you have some downtime and you can really devote some dedicated, focused attention to this subject. So the first question is, what is unique about you? What about you sets you apart from the rest of the people out there? What are your interests and your hobbies? What is it that, maybe when you think about yourself, like, oh yeah, well, this is unique about me. That is the important thing. What makes you you? And so I want to use myself as a little example, just so you can kind of see what we're talking about. So for me, number one, I'm a Christian. I believe in God. I am the worship leader at my church. So for me, presenting the faith side of myself is really important, and I don't overdo it, but generally like once a week, I will post something like motivation from the scriptures, or just a little something about my faith, so that I represent that on my page and on my personal site. The other thing about me is I love animals. Oh my gosh, I have 3 dogs. So I'm a big animal lover, and I post a lot about my dogs. I post a lot of humorous pictures about dogs in general, or animals, and just showing people that that's one of the things that I'm really into, are my animals. I love music. Posting the music that I'm into, stuff like that on Facebook is another thing that I do. So just find what it is about you that kind of makes you different. It's not just fitness, or, oh, there's this new Beachbody product, or there's this new program. It's not all about that. I mean, fitness is a huge part of my life. So of course, that's why I'm in this business. Of course, that's going to make it onto my page, and that's what my page is really all about. But that's not all that I am. I am a lot more than just fitness. So tip of the day, don't be fake. Okay, now I'm going to again use myself as an example. There's been a lot of times, especially in the beginning when I was really kind of trying to find my own feet, that I would see another coach that, I thought like, oh, that's really awesome, like how they are. And so I would kind of model myself after them. And that's okay in the beginning, like I said, until you find your feet. But at some point you really should kind of stop doing that. And I mean, now if I do see someone post something and I think like, oh, that's really great, I don't just copy and paste it, okay? Like I might take their idea and then I expound upon it and I make it my own and I change it up. And the reason there's a few reasons for it, but number one, always remember, always, this is so vital. And I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but I just want to like hit on this point. It's really important to always remember that you are not the only Beachbody coach that all of your people on your page follow. Now let that sink in. You really aren't. Maybe you were the first one that got them kind of into Beachbody, But once they realize that there's other coaches out there, they're going to be following other coaches. And so if you're taking somebody else's posts and you're reposting it the same exact way, imagine if you signed on to your Facebook page and it was full of the same exact post. It gets really old really fast. So if you're going to repost something, that's fine, but wait a couple days. And definitely change the wording so that, it reflects you and not somebody else. Be unique, be yourself, but don't be somebody else's unique. That never works. What they can pull off, because that's just how they are, who they are, is not necessarily something that you can pull off. So find your niche and find, really who you are, and be comfortable with that and represent that, because there's a lot of people out there like you. And when they see those posts that, they're going to identify with it and they're going to go, wow, like I really like, how this lady talks, or I really, she's really inspiring. And when they're ready, they're going to come to you, not because of Beachbody and not because of P90X3. They're going to come to you because you drew them to you and they identified with you. So lead with your differences, again, but don't lead with somebody else's differences. And when you brand yourself and when you do this properly, you will attract like-minded people and you will create that relatability with them where they say, like I said, wow, like I really identify with this person. So a couple more questions to help you determine your brand. What separates me from others in the industry? So again, there's thousands of Beachbody coaches out there. What do I offer that's different? What do I offer that's unique? What am I passionate about or have knowledge about that I can share with others? Now this is, again, not Beachbody related, okay? We're all passionate about Beachbody. We all are, and we all share that, and that's great. But what else in your life are you super passionate about or have knowledge about that you could educate people and add value to their lives? For instance, you might be somebody who, like me, who's into animals, and maybe like tips on training dogs, like potty training dogs. Good Lord, that's like something that so many people would find valuable. Share that, The other day I posted a little tip on how to keep your skin from cracking when you have a cold. Like, little things like that. People find that valuable, so share those things. And especially if it's unique to you, something that that maybe not the rest of the world would be really, likely to know, share those things. Why would someone want to work with me, or why would someone be attracted to me? So ask yourself this question when you're thinking about what your brand is. Why, what is it about me that would draw someone? And I want to challenge you. Reach out to your very good friends, reach out to your spouse, reach out to your parents and ask them this question. Say, hey, I want to know, like, what's the wow factor about me, or what's that quality about me that attracted you as a friend? And, what is it about me that keeps you as my friend, what is it about me that, you like? What is it about me? When I ask you this question, what's the first thing that comes to your mind? And ask them, say, be really honest with me, because I'm trying to build my business and I'm trying to become a better person. And I'm trying to really increase my qualities and make them even better. And so what is it about me that you really like or love?